What was our discussion in last session? Anyone? What was our discussion in last session? Quickly unmute and express. Are you getting my voice? Are you getting my voice? Nakul, Pratham,
Yes, sir.
Nirav. Yeah, beta. Then I am asking one question. What was our discussion in last session?
Yes, sir. Last session we did a case study about Cincinnati
Good,
Zoo.
good, good.
Yes, sir.
लेट यस आ रहा है भाई नकुल.
Yes, sir.
बड़ा लेट आया आपका वाला यस.
नहीं सर, नेटवर्क का इश्यू है इसलिए सर.
अच्छा,
नेटवर्क इश्यू सर.
ठीक है भाई. आप कहोगे जब वही मानेंगे कि नेटवर्क इशू ही है. कोई बात नहीं. है ना. चलिए. सो वी हैव फिनिश्ड अवर मॉड्यूल 3, sorry 2. Now let me know if you have any doubt in module 2. If no doubt, then I will advise you to submit the assignment, because if you submit your assignment before the mid-sem examination, I guarantee you, you will get good amount of benefit in understanding, in preparation, in participation in mid-2 examination. You don't require a furthermore different kind of a study. Just submit the assignment. It will help you out a lot in mid-semester examination. Clear? So do participate and submit as early as possible. Mid 1 you have, I hope you already submitted. I will update those who have not submitted, but there is no way to submit after the particular date because date is already gone. So those who submitted, I will update them, and those who not submitted, I will update to them as well, because they also lose certain marks in their internal marking. So they are losing the marks because of them, not because of me. If you participate, you will get marks. If you are not participating, obviously there is no way or other way to get the marks. In sufficient time I have already given. So third module. Quickly, first of all, let me know any doubt. Just type no if you don't have any doubt in module 2. If yes, then please let me know the topic as well where you have any doubt. Everyone responded? Should I close the chatting so it will be treated for today's attendance? So shall we start the module 3? Okay, so module 3 is of enterprise resource planning and enterprise applications. So few applications which we have discussed about the MIS in transaction processing system, office automation system, decision support system, management information system, executive support system, group decision support system, and geographic information system. Certain more applications we will discuss which are related to the enterprise system. So what exactly the enterprise system? It's a enterprise resource planning system or ERP suite of integrated software modules. That means integrated, that means connected to the various other department functions activity within the organization through the various software. So obviously a computer based modules and a common central database, that means a central server management system. So at a one central location you are having a one software or a data warehouse where the system or a things updated, and once you are having a central server or central database, it will be available, that data will be available to the all the concerned person, those who are needing that particular data. This is the beauty of it. Collects data from many divisions of firm for use in nearly all of firm's internal business activities. So it collects the data like a TPS, it collects from all the divisions and make it available for all other further activities, and information entered in one process is immediately available for other process. Just to understand how such softwares works, you may have your own experience in Marwadi University. When you first join the Marwadi University, you have gone through certain activities at student cell, right? In student cell, they enroll you in a particular course by asking various information: your name, surname, father's name, mother's name, mobile number, email ID, your schooling percentage, document, Aadhaar, and your own location, earning, so many things they ask. And in system itself they have generated one code, unique code, so maybe you can call it as a roll number. And once they entered this detail immediately available in system means through the central server, so everywhere. And now since they have done their activities at their place, students activity, and in future dates when you entered in Marwadi University and you visited the library, you may have all the your detail or recorded library as well. So there is no extra other formality you have to do. You just go enter into the library by your own biometric, search the book, get it this book issued in your in your login. Clear? And that too with a very much well established enterprise software that I will discuss you in a coming slides as well. So they are also, the library also knowing about you, your ID, your contact information, everything. Although this information entered at a one place, but it's available to the other places. Same detail is available for class coordinator, available for mentors, available for exam cell, at many places the same information. No one asks you again and again the same detail, once only, and it's available in that in entire system. How you can define it? So in ERP or enterprise resource planning is the business term for the broad set of activities. Broad set of activity, you can call it or assume it as a big bang theory. सौर मंडल का जो क्रिएशन है, कह सकते हैं हम पृथ्वी ये सारे ग्रह बने, जो ये बड़ा काम बरसों में हुआ है वैसा बड़ा काम ये है. क्लियर? क्योंकि ये यू हैव टू अपडेट ईच एंड एवरी डिटेल, ईच एंड एवरी एक्टिविटी ऑफ योर बिजनेस. सारी चीजों को अपडेट करना है. You have to update all the activity of your business. So that activities that facilitate a company manages its business. A very important goal of ERP code is to integrate workplace business processes. Whatever you are doing as a business, that means whether you are providing the output, you are getting the input, whatever you are doing it, everything must be updated through your own central server and facilitate the flow of knowledge. Flow of knowledge, that means whatever you have learned at one place, make it available to the other places or other persons, other employees inside a company, thus making business choices to become data driven. That means you are taking your all the activity or all the functioning through the data. Now again I am carrying my example of this through library. So you may have observed that, okay, just a minute, in our next slide we will discuss again, because that again needed in the another place. So how this will happen, as I have given you the example, let's say at a one place in your student cell you entered the detail, that detail available at central server, then you visited to the library, that library is having about all information, you have issued one book, and this one book again get updated to the reverse arrow in a central server. So as and when you want to see how many books you have in your account, you can get update at any given point of time through a variety of tools. Clear? Directly in your application or a library's website by entering your login ID and password. So here the system is having all two-way directional arrow. So it is providing the detail available in central server, and it is also updating the detail as in a form of various other input in the centralized server. So two-way things are going on. Clear how enterprise systems work? Now in enterprise software, what is exactly happened? It's built around thousands of predefined business processes. What kind of? Those reflect best practices. So now I am quoting with the example which links to the definition and here as well. How exactly you got the library book issued? आपके अपने एक्सपीरियंस होंगे स्कूल के, या कोई और फ्रेंड्स हैं जो किसी और यूनिवर्सिटीज या इंस्टीट्यूट्स में अभी एनरोल्ड हैं, आप चेक करेंगे कैसे बिजनेस बुक्स इशू होती हैं लाइब्रेरी में. इन अ जनरल पैटर्न, especially in the government institutes or in a old fashioned you can say the pattern, all library you need to submit the library form, your own account will be open. Once the account will open, you will be provided a various tickets kind of a tools. So on the basis of these tickets you can get your book issued, and then you visit the library with your identity card, library card, visit it, and then after your visit you just present your card in the library. They will check, match, and then you have to uh, search the book in library, come to the issue counter, hand over the book, hand over your card, then these people check, enter the detail in their books, library books in the sense their own registers whom they are issuing the book, and then they get the seal about the issue date and return date. But when you visit our library, you have not provided any other information separately for the library, because on your student record, library also get or shared with your updates. You entered in library by just biometric. Nobody is asking anything. You just have your biometric thumb impression and enter in the premises. There are various computer systems. You can search the book. You will get the shelf where exactly it is located, how many copies are, whether it's available for issue or not. Check the book, come to the counter, put your books into a magnetic plate, have your thumb impression, one click on the issued tab, and your book is issued. Just hand over to the library guy. They just only make it as a seal of a return date, issue date, and the book is got issued. So you need not to do so many other activity. They have updated all the records. They have not done kind of a thing, they blindly hand over the book. Your biometric is giving the identity, your system is having the update whether how many books you have, how many books are eligible to have, clear when to return, and you have done the issue. They only check yes you have make it issue, and they will check whether it's the same book or not, and then just have a seal. And then at the entry of the exit of the gate, you just show to the guard whether yes this book has got issued, and you can enjoy that particular book reading. So process remains same, but it's built around the various the best possible manner through the digitalized form to make the process easy as well. Clear? All the functioning, I have given you the one example which you may be familiar with. Same things happens in the organization where various other business activities are going on, maybe in finance, accounting, human resource, manufacturing, production, sales, and marketing, whatever it may be. And to implement forms, select functions of system they wish to use. For implementation purpose, whenever you wish to develop such kind of a system, you need to prioritize, you need to identify what kind of a systems you require and what kind of a process you want to convert. And when exactly you are initial stage in conversion, you need to map business process to the software process, because software is having their own pattern. You need to match through the software engineers how you can convert this process in this form. For example, in our library book issue system, library must ensure that you are the same person who is actually issuing the book, clear, and you are having that authority. So they are checking it through the biometric. So system is helping in this checking. Once you have the thumb impression from the server, it will check yes you are the right person who is issuing that particular book. So account and all the biometric details check, and then only they are issuing this book. This is the one beauty of it. Am I right? So you map your business process with the software process. Quickly let me know if you have any doubt till this stage. Okay, so now next thing is the business value of enterprise system. How exactly the business get benefit? Business value means how exactly the business is getting benefit from this enterprise system. So it will increase operational efficiency. It will increase the operational efficiency. That means the productivity increase. For example, the getting the book issued from the library, if you process through the old system, it will take a lot of time. In our university, getting the book issued is having negligible time. You come, put the books, 3 books at a time on this magnetic plate. It will read how many books you are having, all the codings, have a one click issued, then hand over to the librarian, they will check and book issued. A negligible time to get issued the book. Clear? So operational efficiency. Provide firm-wide information to support decision making. So this way you will having all the detail. Let's say you are going to take the decision about the demand or supply of the product. This system will help you out to have a planning of the further production, keeping in mind how much raw material you have, how much working capital you have, what is the inventory, how many pupils are on board, what are their speed and capacity. So accordingly you can take appropriate decisions whatever is required. Then enable rapid responses to customers request for information or products. I hope you people have the experience of buying product on Amazon. When you buy a product on from Amazon, what will happen? You always or at the same time you will get updated through the opinions or the experiences of the customers, either by the ratings as well as their own comments. समीर भाई क्या हो गया? अटेंडेंस की बहुत जल्दी है समीर, अनम्यूट करोगे बेटा? फोर 4105 समीर, ये ऐसे जो चैट्स होते हैं ये पूरे थॉट प्रोसेस को डिस्टर्ब कर देते हैं. So when you buy a product from Amazon, what you will do? You also check ratings, customers review. If you are finding that the reviews are negative, then it may make up your mind it's better not to buy. Otherwise, if you are getting a very favorable reviews, positive reviews, they may also influence you to have a particular product. And in this way, that's in a real time kind of a basis. Once the customer is putting the detail, that makes available on a system. So when a new person is entering into it or buying, they are supporting. Same time, those who are manufacturing or supplying this product, they also get updated about it. What the customers feeling, what exactly they required, whether my products are meeting their expectations or not, accordingly what kind of a changes they required. So that's enable rapid responses to customer request. Include analytical tools to evaluate overall organizational performance. It includes analytical tools to evaluate overall organizational performance. So as and when you required, you can use the many tools which may summarize you the current update, current status of the organization, because it's available through the central server, and accordingly you can take the decision. I think till now things are clear, so that we can move towards the next stage.
Yes, sir.
Or a topic. Thank you. Next is supply chain management. May I know, have you heard this word earlier in your BBA course? Maybe
Yes,
in
sir.
production and operations management? Somebody said yes?
Yes, sir. I have heard.
Yeah. Yes, Kamlas. What kind of understanding you have? Don't worry about
Sir,
the opinion. Yes.
yes, sir. Sir, supply chain means it is related to transportation.
Okay.
How
Where?
product how product are delivered to the customer means what
Okay.
process is used in this.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Shrey? Shrey?
Example Amul, how they are delivering the company to
वॉइस ब्रेक हो रहा है ध्रुव आपका.
Yes, sir.
यस यस, अमूल का कुछ आप एग्जांपल दे रहे थे.
yes sir.
यस
How
प्लीज.
they are in the
सॉरी, आपका वॉइस भी ब्रेक हो रहा है, म्यूट भी आप हो गए हैं, तो क्लैरिटी तो नहीं आ रही है.
now sir voice is clear.
हाँ अभी तो क्लियर है बेटा.
The example is Amul, how they are supplying the milk and other products daily to the customers from their manufacturing plant.
Okay, good. So this is one supply chain. Anything else? Does it only to the customer or somewhere else as well?
Yes, somewhere else also sir, to retailers, wholesalers, dealers.
Good, good, good. So supply chain
Sir, we
management
can also
again.
Sir, we can also
Yes.
take example of agriculture.
Yes, correct. So it is a single alone activity or interdependent kind of activity? It's an independent activity or a dependent activity?
Sir, I think it is interdependent.
Interdependent. Okay. So supply chain is a, you can say, the very much clubbed activity, very well connected network of the various other activities combined together. Then only this supply chain management will work, because it's about the logistics, it's about the various other, yes, manufacturer, agent, wholesaler, retailer, customer. So the network of organizations and processes for procuring, that means getting the raw material from the various sources in the manufacturing unit or a business processing unit. That one, then transforming this raw material into a finished product. Second, supply chain management. And third one is distributing the product in the through the various channels so that it will reach to the customer's hand. This supply chains happens in three different formats, you can say, or three different areas. One is called the upstream. Upstream means firms, suppliers, and processes for managing relationship with them. That means in this you can find various intermediaries are there. There is no direct farming or a direct contact. Clear? It is coming out through the various channels. So supplier, processes for manufacturing, managing relationship with them. So let's say in our Morbi, we produce ceramic products. So for ceramics, the major ingredients are China clay. That China clay must be available. So how thousands of companies at Morbi make ensure that they are having the sufficient China clay. Instead of it, what happened that the Chinese companies put it the China clay to the Indian organization. Indian organizations have taken to the Rajkot. Rajkot, one of the organization, has contacted to the just a minute. Rajkot, the national label will contact to the Rajkot people, and the Rajkot people may have contact with the other thousands of units. So that is getting the raw material in is a upstream. Then getting the finished product to the customer hand is called downstream. So it may be through the various intermediaries, maybe distributor, regional distributor, divisional distributors, clear, and then the retailers. All such may be possible. Clear? Now, one more thing which you people missed it, that is internal, converting or from your raw material to the finished product process. It may passes through the various channels itself within the organization, or maybe the outside, depend on the final product or the product. Now, look at this chart. Here is the another example. One I have already given you for the from the Morbi ceramic products. So Nike, they have the contact with the contract supplier for various raw materials. This supplier may have contact to the other suppliers, those who are having the contact with the actual supplier, those who are having the raw material. then they will contact to the various pupil. But here it is possible that this may include country barrier, other barriers here as well possible to implement. Otherwise, what exactly it is saying, the upstream, so the manufacturer is looking for the various raw materials and they are having the logistics to get this raw material at the store, and then they convert this raw material into a finished product, so that's the internal movement. And after the finished products is available, then they will distribute it through the various channels so that this product reaches to the customer's hand. Any doubt till this stage?
Sir, in diagram, I have one doubt.
Yes, please.
Sir, the downstream supply chain, how it works?
It works. So three things are there. One is this upstream, how our organization is getting the raw material. Then the internal supply chain, how internally you are moving the raw materials, semi-raw materials, or a finished product. Clear? Once you have the finished product, then you are having contacted with the distributor, retailers, or customers. They are going to use it. So Nike or the ceramic organization, they will make this product available to the supplier. Then supplier will make the product available to retailer, and the retailer will look for the products available at their store. So ultimately, the SGA will get this much of benefit. Still, you have any doubt?
No, sir, clear.
So downstream means after once you have the finished product, how exactly moving this product from organization to the customer. This is called downstream. To manufacture a product, whatever you require as in a form of raw material, this is called upstream. Clear? And how the product is moving in your organization while using it, playing it. This is called internal supply chain. Clear? So within the organization, how you are managing your supply. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, value chain management. Sorry, supply chain management. Again, so if you don't have the inefficiencies cut into a company's operating cost, because majority of the cost involved in the moving or mobilizing the product. If you don't have the sufficient one, you will be in trouble, or you will have the unnecessary expenses. Now, just in time strategy. Now, let me know, have you heard this word? Just in time in any other subject?
Yes, sir, JIT short form.
Yeah, JIT. In which subject?
Sir, in first semester POM subject, that was Kaizen, JIT, that all were.
First semester or in a fourth semester? PUM, Principles of Production and Operations Management.
No, sir, in first semester I have heard.
Okay, अभी production and operations पढ़ रहे हो कि नहीं पढ़ रहे हो?
Yes, sir, studying.
Good. So yes, correctly. Any other further detail if you have?
No, sir.
So just in time, that means as and when you require a product, you will approach to the supplier and supplier will make this product available in a zero time lag gap. Yes.
Sir, in first semester in principle of management I have studied.
Okay.
Not POM, I told wrong.
Okay. Do you have the POM subject?
Yes, sir, now we have production and operation management.
Good. So just in time means you are requiring the any raw material, other component, semi-finished part. As and when you required, you will intimate to the supplier, and supplier will try to make available in a shortest span of time. Shortest means really shortest, depend on your organization or capacity. How much time you are capable to manage. And for finished goods is simply shipped after leaving assembly line. So once it's reached to the end, it will reach to the furthermore other steps. बोइंग का आपने नाम सुना होगा, एयरक्राफ्ट प्लेन जो बनाते हैं. बोइंग uses this just in time facility. Maruti Manesar plant, they use just in time facility because these product manufacturing are tough. सेफ्टी स्टॉक, आई होप ये वर्ड भी आपने सुना होगा कभी. सेफ्टी स्टॉक, also called buffer, for lack of flexible में let's say necessary item है sugar and tea, so they always kept a fixed amount, let's say a day quantity required separate. So as and when needed, as soon it's going to be end, they start ordering or they start instructing that we need to buy such and such item. But in case of any emergency, they also have certain items hold with them. So in emergency, you need not to rush to the market because of it's finished. They manage from this buffer stock, and at the same time they try to have this product or the stock refilled. होता है ऐसा, कभी देखा है आपने? Safety stock, buffer stock. So a bare minimum level of inventory you hold or you manage to avoid any adverse circumstances. बहुत ज्यादा पानी आ गया, बाढ़ आ गया, बहुत तेज गर्मी हो गई, लॉकडाउन हो गया, कुछ भी आप बोल सकते हैं. उन सिचुएशंस से ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को इफेक्ट ना पहुंचे. नाउ third and fourth and more important thing is bullwhip effect. That means look into the chart first at a bottom line. What this customer is talking about the product. Once it's reached to the from customer to retailers, what will happen to the retailers? Once this retailer contacted to the distributor, again the size is good. So he is saying something, but as soon the same statement is passing through the various persons, now you are having different kind of opinion about the same. So this is the noise or a barriers in communication, you can say, or in understanding. You want to say something, but you are unable because of the various reason. But if you are having the ERP system, it will reduce or it will remove such biases, because whatever the comments they are getting on real time basis, they update as well what is required. Does it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So supply chain management software. So supply chain planning system is, it's actually developed through model existing supply chain, how exactly you are supplying right now. That model will be created, model in the sense on piece and paper, through various graphical understanding you are preparing. So model existing supply chain, enable demand planning, optimize sourcing manufacturing plans, establish inventory level, identify transportation model, how exactly you will bring it. This is possible through the proper handling. What exactly you are doing right now, you are doing in the sense your organization is doing, what process you adopted, what process you follow, what is the best way of sourcing or manufacturing, establishing the inventory label. Just we have discussed the buffer stock. So you need to manage what is the minimum, bare minimum inventory you must have in your stock, so that in case of any severe emergency, you can manage those points. And then supply chain execution system, so manages flow of products through distribution centers and warehouses. So from the various points, it try to manages the supply chain execution system. Next things is global supply chain and the internet. Nowadays, things are very well connected. There is no, you can say, the limitation or a boundary. Earlier to our India's tussles with China, we were having AliExpress app through which you can buy a product from the entire world. They make available with the pricing in your own currency, and like in India in rupee. You can order it. They will give tentative dates. So obviously dates may be long because of the traffic schedule and all. But these things will become available, and this is possible through the internet connectivity. So there is no as such that much boundary. And one more thing is that the transportations mediums nowadays much wider, much faster, and very frequent, whether it's a road, whether it's a sea, or whether it's a air. All the mediums are nowadays opens. So global supply chain issues, so greater geographical distance, time differences, participants from different countries, different performance standard, different legal requirement. Many things are nowadays is possible to manage because everything is updated through the system. And internet help manage global complexities, whether it's a warehouse management, a little bit we discuss in UPS case, transportation management, again, logistics and outsourcing. These things are nowadays easily handled through the web-based system because no manual interactions required. Things you can put in a system based on your record, it will supplied. Next things which we will discuss in a next session, where we will discuss what is the business value of it, and then we will see certain videos to have a better understanding of the supply chain through the digitalized form. Okay, if you have any doubt in today's session, please let me know. Thank you all. You can quit.
Thank you, sir.